I'd like to commence this video with a request. For those interested in receiving more premium betting tips and predictions, especially if my guidance has contributed to your success in winning bets and generating revenue, I kindly seek your support in revitalizing this channel. Your assistance plays a crucial role in bolstering my presence on YouTube. You're welcome to explore my Patreon support tier or check out my various plans. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you seeking our premium picks. You can find the link in the bio and comment section below. Thank you for considering and supporting me. Red Sox vs. Reds. My team pick is Red Sox to win. These pitchers are both doing well when looking at the home/road splits, but there is a slight difference as Kutter Crawford is 1-1 with a 2.62 ERA and a 1.17 WHIP in 34.1 innings in his 6 road starts, while Andrew Abbott is 2-3 with a 3.34 ERA and a .252 batting average against in 6 home starts thus far. When diving into the offenses throughout the last couple of weeks, there is a major gap as the Red Sox are scoring 5.92 runs in their last 13 games, while the Reds are averaging 3.16 runs in their previous 12 games. Go with the Boston Red Sox to secure the win in the first game of this series. My total pick is over. When looking at the starting pitchers throughout the previous 7 games, Andrew Abbott is 4-2 with a 3.51 ERA and a 1.24 WHIP in 41.0 innings, while Kutter Crawford is 1-5 with a 5.63 ERA and a 1.23 WHIP in 40.0 innings of work during that stretch. The ability to hit with runners in scoring position has been something these teams have in common, as the Reds are 8th in the sport with a .776 team OPS in those situations, while the Red Sox are 15th with a .747 team OPS. All in all, go with the over here in this game. Mariners vs. Marlins. My team pick is Mariners minus 1.5 runs. The Mariners should take care of business in this outing, as they should prey on the weaker opponent in Miami even if they are on the road. Seattle has the momentum after going 8-2 in their last 10, while the Marlins are 3-7 in their last 10. Kirby is a better pitcher than Rogers this year, and Seattle has won 3 of the last 4 against the Marlins. Miami is 14-26 at home this year, and Miami has won one of the worst run differentials in the league at minus 115. The Marlins have scored 27 runs total in their last 8 games, which is under 3.5 runs per game. Seattle has scored an average of 4.6 runs per game in their last 5 contests. Due to the difference in pitching, not only do I think the Mariners will win, but they will cover the spread as well. Take the Mariners with the run line. My total pick is over 7.5 runs. Miami has given up the 3rd most runs in the entire MLB this season, and these 2 teams have hit the over in 3 of their last 4 and 5 of their last 7 meetings. The Marlins have reached the over in the majority of their games played this year, and both teams are averaging a total of over 7.5 runs between themselves and their opponents. Despite their somewhat recent scoring woes, the Marlins have been able to score 19 runs in their last 3 games. Seattle did well offensively against the Rangers, but not so much against the Guardians, who are a very pitching-oriented team. The Marlins are not a pitching-oriented squad, so I expect Seattle to produce enough offense to reach the over, especially with Rogers starting. Both teams also have a bullpen ranked 23rd or worse in terms of bullpen ERA. Blue Jays vs. Guardians. My team pick is Cleveland moneyline. Cleveland capped their series off with back-to-back wins. Game 3 featured the Guardians logging 6 runs on 9 hits. Will Brennan led the way as he launched 2 homers and logged 2 RBIs. Andres Gimenez launched a home run of his own. Logan Allen got the start, and over 6 innings he allowed 3 runs on 4 hits while striking out 2. RHP Carlos Carrasco is slated to take the mound in Game 1. Carrasco has dropped 2 of his last 3 starts against the Blue Jays. Most recently, he tossed for 5 innings where he allowed 5 runs on 5 hits and struck out 2. He will be making his 13th start of the season and currently holds a 2-6 record to go with an ERA of 5.80. He's been vulnerable at home, with opponents hitting upwards of .350 at the plate and Carrasco logging just 14 strikeouts over 19.1 innings. Night games have featured Carrasco being his most erratic as his ERA climbs to 7.71. He's given up 8 home runs in 4 starts and still is allowing foes to hit around .300 at the plate. He's continued to be vulnerable in June, with his ERA planted over 7.00 and opponents, yet again, hitting over .300. While he's allowed just 1 home run this month, Carrasco will need to command the ball here if he wants to keep the Blue Jays at bay. Cleveland enters this contest averaging 4.99 runs per game, which lands them at 5th in the league. The Guardians have hit right around league average this season, and despite more home runs at home, Cleveland has hit weaker when hitting out of Progressive Field. On the plus side, the Guardians are hitting their best under the lights, and the month of June has seen the offense white-hot, hitting near .260 at the plate. Along with this climb in batting average, the Guardians are maintaining their top 10 home run and extra base hit rate. The Guardians have remained disciplined at the plate, hovering around the top 5 in both walks received and strikeouts per game, which has helped them drive runners home. They'll look to continue that trend here. Carrasco has been vulnerable this season, but he will be paired up against the Blue Jays offense that continues to struggle and is posting their weakest batting splits in night games. Cleveland, meanwhile, has hit their strongest under the lights, and their June batting average has continued to show the versatility of this offense. Cleveland's strong plate discipline and high home run rate has allowed them to drive runs home on a regular basis, which will give them the Game 1 win here. My total pick is over 8.5 runs. The Blue Jays pitching staff has allowed home runs at one of the highest rates in baseball. They'll be facing a hot Guardians lineup that sits top 10 in home runs and extra base hits, with that trend continuing in June. Carrasco has been vulnerable, and opponents are hitting over .300 in nearly every split. This will provide a tailwind for the Blue Jays, who have been disciplined at the plate. Look for both offenses to find a way to drive runs home here, as the little confidence is instilled in the pitching staff. Braves versus Yankees. My team pick is Braves moneyline. I trust Sale more than I do Rodon at this point, and although the Yankees have amassed the best record in baseball, the Braves have won their last 3 in a row against the Yankees and 6 of their last 9. The Braves have won 6 of their last 7 overall, while the Yankees have gone 1-3 in their last 4 matches. Sale has had previous experience against the Yankees, and Atlanta has a top 5 bullpen in ERA in the MLB. With 2 quality pitchers such as these, I expect the bullpens to play a vital role in the latter innings. Give me the Braves, but by a close margin. My total pick is under 8 runs. As I mentioned above, the 2 starting pitchers have been solid throughout the season, with a couple of outlier starts where they struggled. The Braves and Yankees have gone 7-1-2 on the under in their last 10 meetings, and the Braves have reached the under in their last 3 in a row. Atlanta has gone 42-27 on the under overall this season, and their bullpen has elevated their success. The Yankees have totaled 17 runs scored in their last 4 games, good for just over 4 runs per game. This is well below their average of 5+ runs per game. Meanwhile, both teams have held their opponents to an average of under 4 runs per game this season. I feel comfortable watching a pitcher's duel here.